The United States is currently $38.3 trillion in debt, which is more than the combined economies of China, Germany, Japan, India, and the UK. That's over 76 Elon Musk's worth of debt, over $100,000 of debt per citizen, including babies. But how do we issue this debt, and who are we in debt to? Well, the government issues debts in a variety of forms: T-bills, T-notes, T-bonds, tips, and a few others. Most of these are some derivative of a bond, meaning you pay a sum of money to the government now, and at some predetermined date in the future, you get a slightly larger sum back. It's essentially like crowdsourcing a loan. Rather than getting $100,000 from one person, you get 100 people to give you $1,000, and to sweeten the deal for them, you promise to pay back $1,050. People or institutions buy these bonds as an investment. In fact, if you go to this website, you can bid on bonds and get them directly from the government. So is it really China buying up all this debt? Not really. The majority of that $38 trillion is held by Americans or American institutions. The Federal Reserve owns a slice, Social Security owns some, and then mutual funds, banks, and pensions hold another section. All in all, American investors own about 70% of our debt. The other 30% is owned by foreign investors, with Japan being the largest holder, China being the second largest, and the UK, Belgium, and Switzerland making up a smaller percentage. The scariest part is not who owns this debt, but how much this debt is costing us. Each year we pay just south of $1 trillion just to service this debt. That's about 14% of the annual budget just going to interest. This means that for every dollar you pay in taxes, 14 cents doesn't go to helping you or your fellow citizen, it goes to servicing the government's debt. And this figure is only going to get bigger, which leaves our government two options: issue more debt to cover the interest on the current debt, exacerbating the situation, or offload the problem onto us by raising taxes. But realistically, they'll do a combination of both, essentially kicking the can down the road while secretly hoping that inflation erodes the value of the debt.